guys, how are we? Hope you're well. This is Konsakijo. I hope you can hear me. Today I don't have my microphone. I'm working on the sound production. Sound production part of this life, okay? So bear with me. I just hope that it's not going to be a long video, but I just felt in my spirit that I should come on here and share a couple of things that were in my spirit to share. Now, first and foremost, I will just introduce myself for those who are here for the first time. I am Konsakijo. And this page is Inspire YG. YG is an acronym for Young Generation. Now, I had this huge dream to sort of start this initiative. It's actually an initiative. This is not just what I do. There's a lot of other things that I do with this page. I go to universities or colleges and I speak, and I do public speaking on my journey as an international student, and a couple of successes and a couple of challenges that I was able to maneuver when I was an international student. Now, I came to Australia 7 years ago. I've been here as an international student for 5 of those. So currently I'm not studying, but I am working. And I'm also doing personal development, personal growth and development on this side. So I just thought I'd come on here and share this thing that I had within my spirit. I kept thinking, is there a difference between privacy and transparency? Now, I love to say that I get inspiration from different people from all walks of life. So if somebody wants me to share on anything, it could be anything, and mostly it's, you know, just within the sphere of a life of an international student in Australia, and probably even more specific, Sydney, because then I share my personal journey and how that was and what are the opportunities that are there for you. Bear with me, guys. That's the train. I live very close to a train station. So yeah, and sometimes people go on my DM, and I'm Konsakijo on Facebook and Konsakijo on Instagram as well, if you would like to send a message or just link up with me. So now, a couple of people ask me a couple of things, and you know, it could be like a lot of questions, but it could just be like one question that they want me to answer. And sometimes if I feel like that question can actually it's something that I can cover within a video, I take that question and I actually use that as a topic, and I do my research, or I sit down and reflect on that question, and then I put up a video on it. So I've done that for a couple of videos. I've answered people's questions by doing a video. Now, you know, I have people sometimes telling me to share my personal stories and like my private life, you know, that could be family, relationships. Now, I really don't think that's for me. You know, there are people out there talking about their relationships or their family dynamics, and they're happy to show that to the world, and that's fine. But it's really not my prerogative. I really don't think this is what this space is for. It's funny because I'm such a people person, but I'm also such an introvert. And I do value my privacy a lot, and I also protect people who are very close to me and dear to my heart, and that's mostly close friends and family. So if it just happens that most of them don't like social media either. So I really do value privacy, and I do like to, the same way I value my own privacy, I like to sort of put the same respect and value to other people's privacy. So my phone is blinking. I'm just gonna, sorry guys, just gonna charge it. Let's see, there we go. That works. That was quick. Now, so I did a bit of research, and also I used my understanding of what privacy and transparency means, just to sort of put a bit of a, you know, disclaimer out there on some of the things that I share about. So I learned that obviously you can be private and transparent at the same time, and I feel like I live that. That's how my life is. Transparent you just open, you have nothing to hide. You're clear in what you're saying. There's clarity in the information you're sharing, and you're open. But privacy is you're closed. And so there's some arguments out there that you can have both. It's like having your cake and eat it too. But I think with selectivity you can have both. So what I found was, let's say if you keep everything private, definitely you can have transparency, because then everything is closed, all the information is closed, so you're sharing nothing. But also, if you're sharing everything, then you could violate your privacy, or other people could actually violate your privacy. So it's sort of like a very thin line. The boundaries between being private and being transparent is really blurred, but that doesn't mean it cannot be achieved with selectivity. So for instance, you post your life on social media, and then you expect privacy. It's funny because if someone is, or you could subject yourself to personal harm, because if that's information you share, let's assume you've shared something on Facebook about your relationships, or something that you hold dear, if someone else uses that and uses it against you, you sort of don't even have much comeback, because they're literally using the evidence you've given to them. But if people are trying to, or if then you have a case where someone is coming up with an opinion, but then they don't have facts, because the facts they're looking for is not out there, you haven't put it out there, then you can say, look, that doesn't hold water, because you don't have facts, you're dealing with opinion, and opinion doesn't always count, doesn't count actually most often than not. But yeah, I just thought it was an interesting thing to to learn. And this is what I wrote. If you use selectivity, you share information that you feel will not resort to personal harm, and keep other information private that others don't need to know anyway. So for instance, like for me, I value a lot the journey that I had as an international student. It was a journey that provided me so many opportunities, but I just felt like a lot of international students who are international students the time I was an international student could have probably also benefited from those opportunities, if only they knew those opportunities existed. Now, obviously, at the time, I didn't have a YouTube channel, so I couldn't have shared with people. But like I said, it's a lesson that I learned, that I shouldn't keep it to myself, because I feel like someone else could benefit out there. Now, I'm talking about things like scholarships, or changing universities, or changing courses. And some of those things I've already talked about them. Just please go to my channel and have a look at the videos I've done. From the heading, you can tell what it is that I'm talking about. But things like my family members or relationship, how if I share that's not gonna add any value to you. I'm very I'm very into holding conversations that add value. So if I talk to you, I want to make sure I add value to you, and vice versa. I hope I can get value from you, as opposed to just wasting time and talking in vacuum. So yeah, tell me what you think about that. Tell me whether you think there's a difference between what you think the difference is between privacy and transparency, especially with these in these times of social media, and where pretty much almost privacy doesn't exist. Yeah, so I thought I'd share that. I know it sounds deep for a Sunday, but you know what, it's what was in my spirit, and that's what I do with this page. Okay, and like Tabitha Brown says, it's my business. it was in my spirit, and to share it is my business, right? Anyway, thank you guys for popping in. I hope you have a lovely week ahead. Don't forget to please share, subscribe, and to like if what I share resonates with you. All right, please follow your dreams, stay positive, stay hydrated. Oh god, don't stay dehydrated, stay hydrated, drink lots of water, and see you on the next one. Bye.